All right. We are live. Finally. Sorry. It broke. There you go. Chat. Here. Fantastic. This guy, I'm going to move it here. Cubase. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining. We're live. Hello, hello. It's good to see everyone. Thanks for joining. Sorry for making you wait. All right, let me know if you can hear everything. Let me know if it's too loud. But if it has too much reverb, because this has definitely too much reverb. Boom. Sorry. Mac just blocked one kind of like it was an extension from the drivers of, and I had to reinstall the drivers for the RME. These things that happen, and I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger, and this a little bit bigger, and I'm gonna go here all the way here. Let's see. I think we are a tad too loud. No, we're good. Can you hear everything correctly? Oh, the screen is too big, isn't it? Let's make this a little bit smaller, like this. Sorry, I just rebooted. A couple of things are broken. Huh? So just make it a tad bigger. I guess this. Boom. Yeah. I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna move it over here for the full screen as well. Delete. Yes. Paste. Great. And then I'm gonna need this one. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Hey Alejandro. I'm gonna start with some questions that people asked in some of the last videos comments, and then I'm gonna take it from there. So I've got this screen, and hopefully then we've got this screen, yes, and this. Let me get rid of this guy. Delete, yes, and then paste. There you go, and we're gonna move it down here. No, down here. There you go. Stop moving. There you go. And now we're gonna go here. I think we're pretty much set. I think so. Let's see. No, this guy is not connected. Cool. All right. Awesome. So hey everyone, thanks for joining. I'm gonna go here to Studio YouTube, and we're gonna go to some of the comments. I'm gonna respond some of the questions here, and then I'm gonna take questions in the chat. Please feel free to post them here in the chat. Let me just double check. Obviously, Studio, everything should be working. Let me close this RME stuff. RME. Cool. And this is the video. Yes, me stuff. RME. Great. Awesome. We're live and working. Alrighty. So we're gonna go here. So just a couple of questions. So while balancing, you keep the L3 maximizer on in your master stereo bus. Does it affect the final volume level while you're balancing the template? Yes, it affects the volume level, but of everything. So Sorry. So yes, it affects the level, but of everything at the same level. So this just affects the volume of the master track. So it doesn't really affect the relative balance of each one of the tracks, if that makes sense. Good question. Is there any set value for MIDI CC1, 7, and 11 before you start tweaking the gain level? 100. 100. I generally have, I don't use 7, but I use 1 and 11. And so generally when I'm balancing, I have them all at around 100. Is there specific gain levels you target during the composing of one? Do you gain a stage or stem? So I start with all my tracks at -10. Hey Paul, how are you? I start with all my tracks with -10 generally, and then I start balancing from there. So I set all my gains at -10 when I start building a template. Generally, I start like this. But if at some point you are like your template is too hot or too low in terms of volume, you can always just grab all your tracks from this one till the end, all the way till the end, whatever, right here, let's say, right? If this was my template, and then you can adjust Q-link or option shift. See, that activates Q-link, and then you can bring down all of them at the same time. See, so there you go. You can always just do if you are balancing everything and it's come on, there you go. So that's that. Good question. Questions in the chat? Why is it not scrolling? Oh, lost of all of them. Today's a day that's meant to be to have. I'm gonna start here. How does your piano sound so natural? How does your piano sound so natural? Okay, that's a good question. I'm just a natural piano player. I'm just kidding. Laughing off someone your own jokes. Sad. Okay, so what I can do. Too much reverb for sure, but I have put some time into this piano sound, and I'm gonna explain all the processing on top of the piano. Hopefully this helps. Okay. So the piano starts here. Let's get started. So first of all, really, the mouse not working either today? Oh man. All right, cool. That's okay. So first of all, we've got this guy. All right. So it's noir. Okay. Let's get rid of the reverb we've got because we've got a ton of reverb and that it's clearly too much. Let's go here. All right. So here's the piano. Is this still too big or isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. You're not. Why is it that? Let me get rid of this guy. Yes, you're not seeing anything now. Let me go back here and now. Ooh. Let me add. Everything's broken today. Sorry, it's not usually like this. Display. Image, scene, video capture, image. Oh, display capture depreciated. Everything decided to have main screen. Main screen. Okay, there you go. There. No, still not. Dang. I'm trying, guys. Everything's broken today. I'm so sorry. What can I do? What can I do? Let's see. This does not show the entire screen. Let's do something that can break everything, okay? Because everything's broken, so let's try and break it even more. So display options, and we're gonna go to arrange. Gonna go this guy, and no, not arrange. Sorry, gonna go to this guy, LG, and let's go HD. LG HD. Okay, so now I see it way too big for me because I've got a big, but you see it right. And now the next thing is you need to see me, which is this guy over here. Boom. And we're gonna make this a little bit bigger. Boom. Hopefully it fits. I'm gonna move it up just a tad. And then I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna copy this guy. Copy. And we're gonna go main camera. No, this guy. Boom. Yeah, just in case. Yes. Paste. There you go. And then I'm gonna go here. Boom. Yes. Paste. All the way down. All right, cool. Great. Awesome. Out of the way. You can hide. And so yes, Noir piano. Let's go back here. And then when I hit the piano, we've got this guy here, which has too much reverb. Ooh. Is the super long reverb? Yes. So there you go. So what do we have here? So first of all, piano has a little bit of EQ. If we open this, so let's record a little bit of piano here. So cool, awesome. Let's put this in loop. All right, so this is a cube. Gonna bypass it, back and forth. So basically cleanups some of the mid-low end. That's the most obvious effect of this EQ. Also cleans up a little bit of the irritation area here in the top end. And then the next step is, well, I also cut a little bit at around 52 cycles and a little bit of black box. Like you gotta give it to this guy. It's it's very subtle, but it just makes it just perfects the sound, right? It adds that, I think, piano. There you go. So there you go. So that's that. And then on top of that, we've got a little bit of parallel compression. So parallel compression is what Anne Catherine explained. Like I love how Anne Catherine explained this in her YouTube video. It's a 2-year-old video kind of thing in her template, 1 year or 2-year-old video. It's parallel compression, and then she has it set up in a way of God. Here's my stem, and here's a duplicate of my stem, or here's my group. Here's a duplicate of my group, and so they both go to master, right? But one of them has compression. The way I do this, which is great, keeps things very organized. But you have twice the amount of stems or groups. And so the way I do it is I just insert a plugin that has the capacity to do parallel compression inside the plugin itself. So I don't have to duplicate the track. And so this is what I do here. This is the amount wet. So it's parallel. Well, there's a typical parallel compression setting here. But you see that it's compressing a lot because in parallel compression generally compress a lot. But it doesn't sound super compressed because it's not even at 50%. So, but it thickens the sound. That's what parallel compression does. It thickens the sound. And so it's used in drums, pianos. You can use it in strings. You can use it everywhere. Generally, more like when the sound is somehow percussive or has a fast attack, then it works better for sustained notes and sustained sounds and things like this. It's not as effective, or you have to take it do it very carefully. But anyway, this definitely thickens. Also lifts up the sound a little bit, makes it sound appear to be louder, and it's louder. Sorry. No, wrong one. Oh, come on. 0, this guy. No. Let's not deal with this. Let's not mess with this. So, and finally, we've got pan here. I want it more concentrated to the center. See, because this is a plus minus 62, if you can see it here, very small. But makes a big difference because I'm concentrating a little bit more into the center, because that's what I wanted for an orchestral context generally. But if I want full stereo piano, then I would deactivate this guy. And finally, if we can scroll down, thank you. We've got our kind of like a standard at this point, Magneto 2 that runs in every track. And finally, then we've got our reverb. This goes to seventh heaven piano, which is this. Which I went very creative, and I decided to go here, select halls, and then this one, it's piano hall, and I figured this is gonna sound good. So without, with, without, with. It's a nice, subtle, relatively short reverb. 2 seconds. That's great. And then if I want this the typical like with wet piano, like super long reverb, then I've got this one super long. That is Bahala Rooms, and I'm gonna activate. This is this one here. Is the slow attack cathedral. By the way, someone asked the other day, forgot who, that this one cinematic, this one, which is my main orchestral reverb, that they couldn't find the Percussion concert hall preset, and I couldn't either, either at some point. It's somewhere. It is somewhere. So Percussion. It's somewhere. I swear. It is somewhere there. It seems like it's, for whatever reason, it's not easy to find, but it's somewhere there. Anyway, just read all the patches for sure. It's gonna show up somewhere. That is answer your question. The piano question. My main brass library is in a brass, but I use some components of. I like kind of like the orchestral tools, Berlin brass for the high staccato, for the like trumpets, things like this. I like it a little bit better. The Berlin brass in the for the I like the articulation. It's a little bit dark, and so sometimes I layer a little bit of cine brass for brightness. But that's that. I like cinematic studio brass for the legatos. So wait a minute. Are the other questions going up here? Okay, I see. Oh, so okay. And so how can I scroll to the? That is so confusing. I cannot see the questions below. But that's no problem because we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna click here, and then we're gonna click here. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna mute the video. Yes, it's muted, and now we can see all the questions. Where's the piano? Piano. No. What just happened? Oh, there you go. Piano. How does your piano sound so natural? There you go. Do you have an option? Sorry. Do you have an opinion on BSL Synchron series libraries? String ones. Have you tested any by chance? Not personally, but Alejandro, one of our teachers in the past, tested it, and it's somewhere in our YouTube channel. I'm sure it's got you get a cinematic, composing, YouTube, synchron, strings, or something like this. There you go. There you go. I composed a track only with BSL Synchron Prime Edition. So I haven't used them. At some point, I would say in 2012 or so, I went just all contact, and obviously then, and so I got rid of all BSL, so that with Vienna Instruments, I got rid of all the I don't know, like East West Play. I got rid of it, and then obviously, I brought them back over the years, but to answer your question, no, unfortunately. Regarding the Across the Spider-Verse, yeah, we can do that. I think I can do a YouTube video of this. For now, I'm gonna focus on questions that I can answer using a sequencer. Now that I got it up and running. How do you score a documentary focused on a culture you are not familiar with, like an Asian documentary? Yeah, you just get. Let me. You just learn about it. That's the. It's your job. What you're supposed to do. My opinion. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do a good job musically. My opinion. Um, I still using Cubase 12, yes, but I already have the license for 13, so I'm gonna I'm gonna update, but not today. Not got enough problems. But I'm working on a movie right now, and I think I'm gonna switch to 13 for that movie. I always recommend when you have a big switch, like when you want to switch from a sequencer to another or whatever, do it when you have a project. Hola desde España. Mi nivel de inglés me obliga a ver los directos cuando ya se han cargado, pero aprovecho para preguntar. ¿Compones mezclas con clip limitador encendido? So the question is like, do you compose mix with the limiter? Yes, but the limiter, yes, this always confuses people. So this guy, yes, I compose with this guy on, but it just so the volume is here, right? Kind of like at let's see, what is this? -6, -7, -8, so it's loud enough, right? So I don't have to crank up the speakers. And sometimes it may compress a little bit like this. But don't worry about this. Like a good orchestral mix will not need much like limiting compress or maximizing because it's gonna sound loud enough and you're gonna be ultimately compressing 1, 2, 3 dBs max. So yes, I compose with this guy active, but just for the sake of having my music sound at the right level as I'm composing, so I don't have to turn up the volume of the speakers too loud, because otherwise, any other notification from my computer is gonna have super loud or whatever, right? I have my notifications, or the alerts in a different set of speakers, obviously, but yeah, you get the point, you get the idea. So yes, I compose and mix with my limiter, but the limiter is not actually compressing most of the times. I'm wondering about composing epic cinematic with choir with massive ethnic percussion. How do I did this type of I'm wondering about composing epic cinematic. It's a big question. It's a big question. Um, I'm wondering about composing epic cinematic. Do you have a training on choir? I on trailer music. Let me see. Let me try one more time because this screen is so small, so such a small resolution is killing me. Let me go to 2.5 again. Oh, and of course, sometimes when I do this, the complete screen turns on. Give me just 1 second. And it won't turn on with the button. I'll have to unplug and plug again. Now it's bigger, but you are not seeing the entire thing. Let me see if I can. Okay, this guy. Yes! We got it working. Awesome. Ooh, now we're talking. Great. Boom. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna go here. Boom. delete, yes, boom, paste. And now I'm gonna go this, I'm gonna go boom, yes, paste. And I have to bring this down here. Yes, awesome. And what was the question again? The question was, oh yeah, like trailer epic music. And I was gonna see if we have a module on that. Let's see if I can give you access. So students area. I'm a composer. Where's my composer? Here. A composer. And let's see. Introduction. Let's go to categories. So love, suspense, action, horror, adventure, comedy, trailer. All right, here's what I'll do. Trailer. So I can talk a little bit about this, but I've got a training which is a series of 5 minutes, 9 minutes. So the first one I'm going to be kind of like defining the style, and the second one, quick intro. The second one is kind of like a style definition and how to compose in this particular style, right? Then the third one is composing the sketch type of thing. And you see me, you can even if you don't read music, you can follow along. And then the next one is going to be orchestrating the whole thing. And then what else we've got? If we go here to trailer in depth. Oh yeah, so here's analysis of trailer tracks. Okay, cool. So this is because everything's breaking and because it is Black Friday is approaching. Let me do something for you. Just came up with this. Let's try something. I'm gonna go to Kajabi, log in. Hopefully, it'll log in automatically. Yes, let me just move this out of the way because there are a couple of things that I cannot show for obvious reasons, like all the coupons that we have. And then I'm gonna go here to sales, coupons. I'm gonna create a new one. New coupon. There we go. Now, so I can talk a little bit about this, about like trailer epic music with choir and big percussion for sure, but it's a bigger topic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a coupon for you. This course that I was showing, it's one of our most expensive courses in cinematic composing. If you go here, the course that I was talking about is this one, courses. There you go. Courses. Pause. This one here. No. I'm a composer. There you go. I'm a composer. And this one says for over 1K. Is this one here? This one. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. So I'm gonna create a bulk codes. How many people in the room at the moment? How can I see this somehow? I don't know. 42. Okay, 42 people. So I guess I'm gonna create something like 20, 25, 20, something like this. And we're gonna so 1249 minus 99, 11115. Okay, I'm gonna at a discount of $1,150. Okay, 20. This coupon name is going to be I'm a composer 99 live, because we're doing this during the live just for you guys. I'm gonna continue here. Continue. And this is going to be for the I'm a composer. I'm a composer, this one. Okay, I think I've done this correctly. I think so. So what this means, oops, show available codes. There you go. So what this means, let's make this a little bit. What this means is that if I put this here and I show all the codes, there you go. Here's the codes. There you go, codes. Let's make this a little bit. There you go. Boom. We can get rid of this guy. So with this means that if you go to cinematic composing for this style, cinematiccomposing.com, and you go find a course, and you go here to I'm a composer, click. I'll share the link in a second. And then you go here, join the course. This should work. But these are the only coupons available. So if I use this one, this should work. Paste, apply. Yes. Exactly. It's going to reduce the price of this thing for just $99. This is I'm gonna do this just for this live. Okay. Awesome. Oh my gosh. So my kids are coughing and it seems like it's getting to me. My voice is a little bit and everything's broken. Hopefully, if this is of any use for you, this makes up for all the slowness of my system and myself this morning. Is this cool? Is this something that's helpful? Awesome. Great. You know what? What I'll do is I'll share. How could we? Is there a way that I could share? I'll go here and then I'll go here and can I comment? Can I comment? No, I think I cannot. While we are live, we cannot comment, right? But what I can do maybe is redeem coupon, or I'm a composer. Composer coupon here. There you go. There you go. Copy, save. Oops, here. There you go. So that's one. And the second thing that I wanted to do is what? Yeah. Maybe, yes, here. Can I comment? Yes. Boom, boom. And then what? Can I? Oh, pin message. I guess this makes sense. Okay, cool. Let's continue. My gosh. And let's answer some questions. And I don't like this chat widget that I've got here because it doesn't allow me to scroll down. What's the point? Let me see if I can restream chat. Restream chat. Open in browser. Yes. Dang. Oh, yes, exactly. This is the one that I'm used to, not this guy. Out of here. Boom. This guy. There you go. This is more for nerds like me with this small text. There you go. Okay, let's continue. Now we're rock and rolling. Cool. So let me see. Command F. Piano natural, BSL, question, listening to Across the Spider-Verse. I'll have to do this another day, but I'll do it. I promise. Australia. Hey, good day. Good day from Australia, but Australia, there's two people from Australia. What are you guys doing? Oh, it's time in Sydney right now. Okay, not bad. Okay, yeah. Composers, musicians, time. Good night, you guys. Thanks for joining. Documentary, Cubase 12, switching, then the limiter, wondering about composing cinematic music. There you go. You've got that cinematic music, and on top of that, all these like love, sadness, suspense, trailer, action mid intensity, action high intensity, adventure villain, adventure hero, adventure in general, supernatural grandeur, all these styles, and many more. Can you recommend saturation for mastering? Saturation for mastering. I like. Greetings from India. Thank you for your videos. My pleasure. Girish. It's my pleasure. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Means a lot. Saturation for I like either the so my favorite ones, but this can be a little bit expensive. But my favorite ones are the Studer A800 from UAD. So this guy here, here, or the Ampex. I like this one or the Ampex. It's related somewhere to the Ampex. There you go. That one. So yeah. So these two are great. These two are great. That's saturation that I like for mastering. Most of the times I use this one. Find it a little bit more subtle. This one is great. Sounds fantastic. If not, black box is great as well. The J37, I use it many times as well. In fact, in my template, my composing template for in my mastering. Oh, now I can leave. Now, oh, sorry. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Let me make this a little bit smaller. There you go. Here are the. What is this? You're asking. Dog.new. These are. I'm a composer. Coupons. Discount coupons. 1150 off. Something like this, I think it is. Make this a little bit. What? 30? Yeah, I think so. There you go. There you go. So in my mastering chain, as you can see, I'm not using this one, but I'm using this one. Why? Because it adds less latency to the system. So see that I have 44 milliseconds, 92 milliseconds, 44 milliseconds, 92 of latency, total channel latency. And I know that you cannot see this because it's super, super small, but there you go. But this is a no-no when you're composing. It's just I hit the piano and it takes like 0.1 second to hear the note. And the reason why is because I've got these guys active, this one, right? Sooth and Spiff. And I have it because when I'm done with the track, I activate them and they do a little bit of a sound lift and sounds much better. But when I'm composing, I don't have this active. And I turn it off like this with option. So it's not bypass, it's turn off the plugin. See how the latency, most of the latency disappears from 44 to just 2.1, from 92 to just 2.1, etc. See, down below here, Oop. It's super small, but, and then you go and this appears. But anyway, I use this one because it does not add any latency. The other two that I showed you, these guys, which are beautiful. Where's this? Here, maybe. These guys, which sound beautiful, add this adds 52 milliseconds of latency, and this one adds 48 milliseconds of latency. So it's a no-no for composing, but you can use it definitely when you are mixing and mastering, because that latency is not a problem. So there you go. What? More questions? More questions? Where's my chat? There you go. Here's my chat. Saturating for mastering. So there you go. That's the one. Hey Marc, what's your main brass library? Cinebrass. Saludos, ¿qué pasa? Pasa people. Question about your setup, hardware. Why do you have your hardware? Why you have your display a little bit tilted? Just because I have a window in front of me, and I like light, and so if it's like this, like literally it's covering the entire window. That's the only reason why. So I know like this would be a little bit better. In fact, it makes it a little bit harder to read. And some people ask, like, why do you have it tilted like this? This makes you have a bad position. No, the bad position is on me. Like, this is because, this has been my entire life. Like, if you see me with a laptop, I'm going to be like this, right? But when I'm on camera, I try to, be as straight as possible. No, and it's obviously healthy. But it is tilted so it doesn't take as much visual space. There you go. But yeah, it's light. I think it's an important aspect of our, we as composers, how much light in our studio. Like I understood, to me, a darker studio, it helps me concentrate, but sometimes I need some more light. But when you have more light, depending on where the source is coming from, it can also affect the screen, the display, and so it's always a consideration. Generally, I like to have the main source of light behind the screen with a curtain or something, so I can, like, if the sun is setting and it goes straight to my face, I can cover it with a curtain. But if I want the first two to have more light, obviously there's no light now because it's 5:40 in the morning. But yeah, that's the only anyway, this is non musical. But I think light is important in your working space. Not always. Sometimes we're gonna go dark. But what strings library do you use? I use Cinematic Studio Strings. This is my main strings library, and I like it very much. It has its pros and cons for sure. Like every, can you do this, Mark? There you go. Pros and cons. But it's this guy here, which I will open right now for you. By the way, I'm gonna refresh this just in case that any of you. Okay, there you go. This guy. No, because it's not working. This. Okay. There you go. Yep. It's not the easiest to use because all the latency that it adds, so it has time to trigger those beautiful legatos. But yeah, I like it across the board. I also use Cines. I like the Spitfire symphonic strings for the more kind of like advanced long articulations. Flautandos. What else? Super sultasto. Come on. There you go. This guy. For like super soft type of things, or this I like. Nothing special about this, but for where's the short harmonic? There you go, short harmonics. I love it. This guy. So anyway, then I like the cinematic, the cine strings for the short, kind of like the short articulations. They have a little bit more of brightness, attack, and bite, which is a tad too much, definitely 100%. But sometimes it comes in useful. And I like it. I use it for accenting, for like layering other libraries and accenting some of the, or add brightness to some of the accents, I should say. So those are my three. And obviously, this is not kind of like a strings, is like a standard, full strings library. But I also use, where is it? Here, somewhere. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I find myself using this one sometimes. Not sometimes, quite often. The soft string textures from Piano Book. For, or things like this to add texture, or things like this. And also they come with some very useful, where is it, strings. There you go. um, Things like the ultra low strings pads that I like, or that's how I labeled it, but it's this guy here. And it gets low. And they also created this very useful patch, which is called, it's a sine wave basically. But they added some harmonic distortion. What is it here? So it's just a sine wave, which we use for what? For layering double basses, just to add a extra deep bottom end without having to EQ the double basses, which is a dumb idea in my opinion. But you add this below, and it just enhances. But what's the problem? Like, I can hear it because speakers or headphones, but in a small system, or in a small speaker system, or in a TV, or you won't be able to hear the low frequency. So they added, you can add a tad of harmonic distortion, and it obviously adds the kind of like the definition layer to this bass line, which is pretty cool. It works great with double basses. So I use this one quite often. It comes very in handy. Handy. What else? More questions. How can you mix the big hits with orchestra? Let's simulate that. I think they overlap with the low frequencies of the instruments. Same being mocking all this. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's just simulate that. Okay, let's compose some big hits with orchestra. So first of all, um, so we've discussed this over the past week or so, but yes, it's going to be overlap. But overlap problems are solved in two ways. First, and most importantly, it's going to be how you arrange it. So if you've got the big orchestra and you've got the big hit, create the space for the big hit. That's the easiest way for not having overlaps, obviously, right? So it's an arrangement solution. So that doesn't mean that the entire orchestra has to stop, but you can arrange things. So when you are composing, you are making a space for the big hits to cut through, or to avoid frequency stacking and to avoid overlap. That's the first thing. That's going to be the most efficient one. Second, it's going to be at a smaller scale, but also meaningful. You're going to have, see the way this Armageddon pads here. Obviously, these are the high frequencies and the big hits. I'll have more, but Armageddon, you can see how there's some EQ. See. So there's already a little bit of there's a cut, obviously, and there's some carving out of the mid-low frequencies to avoid frequency stacking with this guy's hit. Okay, also, so it's creating a space all the time. Okay, also, as you can see here, Armageddon is goes to low percussion. Here you go. Goes to low percussion. Low percussion is at plus minus 70 when it comes. See how it concentrates the sound way more to the center? Not. It's not super drastic, but and that's what you want to do with percussion. Or this is what works for me. Hopefully, it works for you as well. But I've seen every mixing engineer, like film music mixing engineer, do this with percussion. It's always a little bit more center, and the orchestra, not all the orchestra, but especially the strings, are a little bit wider. And so that's how you create the space. Okay, and then all of a sudden you're composing and everything works, even if you've got the orchestra tutti and then you've got big hits, because you've created the space before, ahead of time. Okay, that's why we have a template, because these things are the things that are typical, and that's how things are done generally. But you don't want to do this all the time, right? That's why you have a template, so everything is set up already. So you just focus on the composition when your focus is on composing, right? When you are mixing is a different story. But now we're composing, right? And so you don't want to think about, oh, let me close this a little bit. No, it's already closed. Okay, so let's do something quick and dirty. Let's say tempo. That's it. That's 120, 130. Let's go minus 15. Oh, minus 20. No, plus 20. Oh, wait, 1 second. Studio. Audio connections. This output, no. This is gonna go control room. If yep. And now minus 12. Yes. Minus 9. 8. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2. What do you want? Do you want percussive hits over melodic orchestral, or percussive hits over kind of like ostinato orchestra? Let me know. Do I EQ my reverbs? Yes, I EQ my reverbs. Let me show you. Tips on writing music faster. If I don't get an answer in 20 seconds, I'll just do whatever I want. But yes, I do EQ my reverbs. Here are my reverbs. There you go. So it has an EQ before, and then it has a dynamic EQ after. The dynamic EQ after. That's that. And then they get the answer to the question. Okay, oscillator orchestra. Yeah, okay, that should be fun. Let's do this. I'm gonna spend 5 minutes doing this. So, okay. Dos, tres. Let's go composing mode. 1, 2, 3. This guy here. These are not working. So compressing velocities. So cool. Okay. Violin is too short. No. This should have been done. Okay, let's add some percussion here. So boom, sub boom here. Titan. I thought, there you go. Done. Cool. There you go. Let me be this B. Then this is gonna go out here. Let's compress velocities just at that. Control. Yes, and now we're gonna bring it up just at that. Yeah. Yes. Done, boom. Alright, cool. I'm gonna duplicate this one. I'm gonna activate this one. And I'm gonna record again this. Cool. I cannot believe I nailed the. Okay, let's go here. Let's go high first. Let's go stage. Yeah, so this guy. Cool. Epic horns. Nah. Dori. Da da dum. Maybe we can do bomb bomb. Dori da da dum. Armageddon low. Where are you? Here. Ooh, mama. That was too loud. Dori, violoncellos, violoncellos, Dori, blah, 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 blah. Where are you? Dori, here. Dori, yes. Boom, 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 boom. And maybe. Yeah, something like this. And then monster. There's not a Marc Jovani you finish if we don't have. Yeah. Let's start with this guy. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot this guy. No, here. Here. Yes. Flat, baby. Yes. Where's my timpani here? Boom. No. Yeah. I guess this counts like big hits. Okay, let's see what we've got. What do you think so far? Comments, questions. I think I have to lower. Oops. Obviously. So what's happening behind the scenes? Now I have to adjust things. Okay, so got the timpani here. It's getting a little bit compressed here, just a tad too much maybe. So I have to adjust this. Got the low percussion here, but yeah, just like 2.5 dBs of compression, so not that much. And then percussion high here. With a tad of, just a tad of parallel compression here. And then we've got the percussion. Let's activate this, guys. Boom, 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 boom. Percussion is doing a little bit more here. It's just too much. Let's do something here that I do when my mix gets a little bit hot, which is I lower the input of my stems by 4 dBs or so. But then I have to play this. Then now I can select these guys maybe, and the threshold for these can be a little bit. So this is what you have to do, adjust these things. Just yeah, so here we go. From the top. Let's make this. We hello. We could make this a little bit bigger even. The all tracks. Let's go down here. Great. Yeah. Yep. No, that's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Yeah, this guy. Okay, let's go. Where is it? Where's this guy? I cannot. Okay, they're right here. Ooh. I miss where I feel we are missing a little bit of viola staccato, like mid high string staccatos on the other side. Maybe. Yeah, yeah. Again. Yes. Beam, big, boom. Don tin don tin don tin don chicka don tin don tin don tin don. Let's go here. Now you know what? I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Let's make this just regular staccatos. Don tin don tin don tin don don ten don ten don ten. Let's accent these guys. And then let's compress. Open them a little bit more. Oops. Yeah. What else? What else? No harm. Yeah, I think we're good. Yes. There you go. Questions? I got lost. So hopefully this answers. Hopefully this answers the question how to mix. So you see how the no here. I can put this here. I can go here. Cubase, I guess. Yes. Can close this guy. Where am I here? Let me get the reference of your view, preview, full screen. There you go. Okay. So now I see what you see. I'm gonna bring this guy over here. Percussion. Hits. How can you mix the big hits with the orchestra? So hopefully you saw it in real life, and it's a mixture. It's a mixture of arrangement. So how you arrange things to for the most important thing to be here, right? And also, as we saw before starting the composing, there's a lot behind the scenes going on, right? It's the percussion is a little bit more towards the center. The orchestra is a little bit more on the sides. The percussion has some, from some EQ, and we carved out some frequencies, which make a huge difference, right? If we go to Armageddon here, and this hits here, and we activate, if we go here, Armageddon has this EQ. If we go to EQ, let's E. See when it's yellow, which is when it's bypassed. It's way more boomy. And here we gain more clarity. With this clarity is something that the bassoons and the cellos and like the staccato bassoons, staccato cellos, things like this appreciate. It's just gonna cut through the mix a little bit better. So things like this. But also when it hits the bass or the groove, then it's gets narrower, which is great, especially for low percussion, because it adds a little bit of oomph and power to the percussion. It's kind of like takes all the low percussive energy and brings that and kind of channels it a little bit more toward the center, which is great. It's what we need. And then we let the rest of the orchestra, or specifically the strings, to be heard more. And see, when I separate the violas a little bit more to the right side, that we could hear them a little bit better because we've got the space. But yeah, and there are some moments where you're not gonna hear the orchestra that much. Like for example here at the end. At the end, right? But I think we don't have, at this point, we don't have the strings for the last hit are not there. The only thing that we have is double bass. So if we just do strings, see, and then for the rest, it's just the percussive stuff. So it's creating a space. Cool. Hopefully this was fun and useful. I think they overlap with low frequencies of the. I think they overlap with the low frequencies of the instruments. Yes, but it's part of the game, and you just arrange them the right way so there's not that much overlap, and also with all the, carving out the frequencies and all the template stuff that I showed you earlier. Same beat mocking up. Same beat mocking. Okay, cool. Hey, Mark. Hey, Alex. Sorry for responding 30 minutes later. How long do you composing sessions? How many hours do you spend in front of the computer daily? In front of the computer, too many hours. But for composing, it depends on the project. So for example, right now I'm working on a project, and it starts today on the. It was supposed to start on the 10th, but we still don't have lock cut. So hopefully it will start today, and it's supposed to end on the 5th. So a little bit over 3 weeks. So as many hours as needed to get it done. I can compose something between 2 to 10 minutes of music per day if necessary. And when I say 10 minutes of music, which may seem like a lot, what this generally means is that you're at the end of the movie, you've got all the themes worked out, you've got all the sounds ready, you've composed 20, 30, 40 minutes of music, and you're very used of the of the musical material that you've got that you are working with for that movie. And so things move faster. You also have things that you can reuse. And so that's what I mean. Like if I in the last movie I had one day where I composed 14 minutes of music, right? But it could be, like in a slow cue that you're reusing some material, etc. So, but between 2 to 10 minutes of music, hey, in the TV world, generally you have to compose 30 minutes of music per week. So that's kind of like average, 2 to 5 to 10 minutes of music per day. So there you go. In order for me to be able to do like 10 minutes of music, I have to put a full day of composing. I rarely do a full day of composing. I generally, my time is organized from 4 a.m. till 9 a.m. sort of thing. It's my creative deep work time, which is when I compose. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, we know, yeah, 5 hours is generally, if I can put 5 hours of composing, that to me is a luxury. Then I've got cinematic composing, and that takes part of the day as well. So in that cinematic composing time, I have to have a little bit of time for deep focus and also for meetings, and then family time. Usually at 4 p.m. it's family. So 3. Sometimes the kids have taekwondo starting a little bit earlier, like at 3 p.m. something like this. So yeah. So there you go. And that's why I wake up so early. But I go to sleep early as well. So it's not like I'm sleeping 4 hours a day or something like that. I sleep my 8 hours. But generally 5 hours. It's a luxury. From 5 to 9, something like this. And then from 9 to 2 or something like this. No, don't see the same hours. It's cinematic composing with a break in between for eating. And that's that. Yeah, with 5 hours of composing, I should be able to do at least 2 minutes of music. Should be no problem. So that's that. Hopefully this answers your question. Oops. Where's the chat? There you go, chat. And let's put this over here. Let's put this. Keybase. There you go. So, Claude, thoughts on the speakers and room treatment? What I would say is so room treatment has 2 parts, right? It's sound isolation and sound absorption. The more sound isolation that you do, meaning that guitar is about to fall off. The more sound isolation that you do, meaning the sound doesn't get out of the walls, then the more sound absorption you'll have to do, right? So if you don't do sound isolation, then the sound, especially the low frequencies, will get outside of the room. And so if you've got neighbors, that's gonna bother your neighbors. I luckily I'm kind of like in a basement space, and so I cannot play loud speakers when my kids are sleeping, but for the rest of the day I can. And so this is acoustically treated, so there's a cloud up there, and there's the thick curtains. There's a little bit of absorption there. Got panels over here, over there as well, and also I've got some modular panels. So there is, and then I've got also to all the corners have a low so absorption, but it is not professionally made. It's just absorption, kind of like from two, like it's efficient at 150 cycles and up sort of thing. The lower frequencies do not get really absorbed, because for that you need more heavy duty absorbing systems, uh, but which we will not get into that. But I would say, as long as you don't have to keep everything contained, like the sound, as I did one room in my life where it's like it was 100% acoustic isolation, and then we had to put so many layers of absorption for it to work. It wasn't a small. On top of that, was in a smaller space, so it was very hard. But anyway, that's that. Uh, yeah, and the speakers. During COVID, I bought these massive speakers. One that from a composer who was living there, the studio, and moving from the studio to their house, and couldn't have the big of speakers. And these are 25-year-old Quested speakers. Um, um, the original owner of these speakers was the Euphonics founder, and then they got sold to a composer, and then they got sold to me. So I got a good deal for these speakers. They're super old. They sound amazing, but obviously this is a luxury, and I've never had a chance to have this big of a speakers in my entire composing career. It's just been recently over the past 2 years, and I did my first movie in 2009. My first feature film. I did shorts for like 5 years before that. So this is 15 years in kind of thing, or 10. So, but other than that, I would not go for big speakers like these ones. I would go with some, $1,000, $2,000, near field speakers. I like Adams, and Genelex. So anything in that kind of like 5 inches or 8 inches. Sometimes if the room is too small, I would go with 5 inches, and that's it. You will never have the bottom end. You can have a subwoofer if you want, but that's what I would recommend. Yeah, a couple of small near fields, like 5 inches or 8 inches, if you want some more, clarity, or like truly being able to hear the low frequencies. Add the subwoofer to the mix. That's it, and always compare speakers headphones, because the cool thing about this is that they never get affected by the surroundings, and so you can mix with these whatever you are. It doesn't really matter. They always going to sound the same. And so as long as you know the frequency response, as long as you know how the response of your headphones, then you know how to compensate. And when you are mixing, you're always going to be comparing to a reference track. And so the reference track, you use the headphones with reference track, use the headphones when you are mixing, and you should be able to match it. So hopefully this answers the question. Ah, all right, so these guys, can you please explain about reading a string score, like about the clef and all the 816 stuff, the little 816 stuff? I don't quite understand this question. Maybe we can take it for another day, because I'm gonna have to leave in 10 minutes, and I want to get to some of these questions. Do you use key changes in your composition? Can you show some? Yeah, of course. Key changes. Most of what I do is scoring, so a key change can come in handy for structure. Uh, the sequence will dictate, for example, let me see. I think I've got something here. Video. This will sound meh because I've composed afterwards, but there you go. All right, cool. So there's one reveal, right, which is this moment here, right here, boom, and there's a modulation. This is a channel most of the time, but we have a pitch class shift at this moment. So use pitch class set. If you know our pitch class set theory, basically I'm using a group of notes rather than okay I'm in this key. No, I'm in kind of like center of like D flat or center of B or whatever, right? And I'm using pitch, 0, 2, 4, and 7 kind of thing, right? So I'm using these notes, for example. How can I show this to you? Like this, and yes. So for example, I'm using, if I use this guy, I'm using pitch, like if I'm in center C, right? C. I'm using pitch 0, 1, 4, yeah, and 5. No, 6 or 5. Yeah. So these are the notes that I can use, right? And I can orchestrate around these notes, obviously in different registers, but those are the notes that I can use, right? If at some point I shift from here, right, to here, and that's what happened in this moment. That we shift in the piano. Sorry, not this guy. This guy here. Sets the new one. So C sharp. So this is the C sharp. And now we are in C sharp land, right? And the pitch class it's built around C sharp being the center. Okay. And it's the reveal. So hopefully this makes sense. So yes, 100% use modulation. And when do I use modulation? Generally, it's for scoring. Its structure is going to dictate those changes. So for example, here, see, I had the marker, and I was like change. Like here's gonna be a change. I don't know what it's going to be, but musically we need a change, right? I think when we like start building here. Boom. Change gonna come here. So it's a modulation, but also music orchestration change. Build swell. And we're out. I should have been show this, but this because this it's in post production. But yep, hopefully this answers your question. Pa, 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 pa. Which high-end strings library would you recommend as a starting point for casual cinematic writing? So yes, to me, Cinematic Studio Strings is the one for me personally. So yes, you got it right. I have a big project and I've been using this to force learn Logic Dorico. After 20 plus years of Pro Tools Sibelius, it sucks and I keep wanting to go back, but I'm taking your advice. Okay. I hope the project goes well. Scotty. Hey Mark. Uh, just joining. What sample rate do you compose? 48. Hey Mark. Hey Cobrofio, how are you? I've composed a piece is I've showed to my teacher is super proud of me. Congrats. All right, right. Do you listen to song requests? If I've got time, yes. Right now we're running out of time. Thank you so much. What's the coupon code again? These guys. So this, sorry, I did this and I left it here. But what this is for the for the because someone asked about how to compose trailer music, and I showed that we have a course that's called I'm a Composer that teaches you to compose in love, sadness, suspense, and all that good stuff. And the way we teach how to compose is it starts with kind of like 4 easy to follow videos where you can follow along as I'm composing. I'll create the sketch and then you can follow along as I'm composing here. Come on. And then there you go. And then it's super easy to follow. As you can see me composing live, and then you can replicate the same thing. And then for those who are nerds like me, you can go in. We also analyzed scores. So if you go here, love in depth, we can analyze some of the most iconic scores, like Mario's team, this guy here, right? And then you can go down here, and we've transcribed and reduced the scores, and then we've extracted the conclusion how to compose in this particular style. And so anyway, this is a massive course that goes for pages and pages. It's page number 1, page number 2, page number 3. Page number 3 is where you can this comedy, emotional, and then finally trailer, and the same thing, the 4 videos or 5 videos, and then in depth analyzed. And that's that. And this course generally sells for $1,249, and so we created a coupon of $1,150 discount that puts this course at $99 because it's Black Friday, because you are here. And I put these coupons here over the left side of the screen. And so if you go to, I think it's in the stream. If you go here, redeem the coupon here, you can click here, and then you select one of these guys. This one, for example, you would put it here, boom, boom, apply, and there you go. You've got the discount right here. And you get access to everything for life. That's what it is. Okay, let's continue. There you go. Okay, next. Yes, I can listen to some music, just not today because again I'm leaving in 5 minutes. Can you please explain about reading a string? We talked about this. You already purchased. I'm a composer, Mark. Is this one-time payment or a subscription? One-time payment. One time. We keep it for life. Hey Mark, thank you for that. Do you have advice on how to approach Trailer House for working with them? Yes. Create your best demo reel. Send them an email, and follow up in 2 weeks. Keep the email straight to the point. Be respectful, friendly but respectful, and attach a link to your demo reel that is catered to the type of music that they do. That's it. Alternatively, you can approach them without demo reel and ask them if they are open to hear your music, and then if they respond, they say yes, then send them your music. Um, have a question. Does audio interface come into use while mixing? No. But yes, for the output. But audio interfaces these days sound very decent, so no need to buy, you know, anything expensive. I so that makes the 0.5% final difference, but not. So for mixing does not make a difference. For exporting doesn't make a difference. It's just the audio that you hear from like the output converters. But for big band, yeah, I forgot the name, but the orchestral tools big band thing that they've got. That one is amazing. Forgot the exact name, but that is that one. Do you hear reverbs? Yes, I show that. Super chat. Thank you, Marco. So that's a good question. What are you doing when you have a writer's block or just a bad day? Direction, movement, background. Just get started with one of these layers, and then let's go. It's just direction, movement, background. Let's see. No click. Direction, movement, background. I've got writer's block. Then I'll just write direction, movement, background. Let's go with background. Oh, so background. That's background. Direction, movement, background. Okay, we've now movement. Oh. Yeah. Oh. That's it. Maybe that could be it. Bass for support, counter melody, cellos. There you go. I don't dig the double bass tremolo. Look at this. It kind of sets the mood for this scene. Look at this. Coming up. The cello is way too hot for sure. Yes, 100%. Oh, once again, sorry. Let's fix this. Let's do this one more time. Let's move all of these guys a little bit. No, there you go. Cello, cello, cello. One sec. Cello, it's too loud. Just too loud. There you go. Let's go. There you go. So direction, movement, background. Get started with one of them. Start developing. Maybe this is crap, but one of these elements works. Like this, the idea that ignites the, everything else. So that's that. Writer's block here. What's the new MIDI fader controller? It's the MIDI Maker Sparrow 5. This guy here. I like it. It's good. Gudo. Bueno. Es bueno. I like it. Yeah, it's good. Love it. What else? Nice tritone dissonances. Thank you. Tips on writing fast and finishing more music. Structure, number one. PJ, thanks for reminding me. Structure, number one, structure. I would recommend watch this this video here. Studio, content, this guy. Check out this video. I'm gonna put it in the chat. This guy. All right. So, but yes, a structure, and then the three musical layers, and then obviously reuse material. Which percussion library I was using? I was using for earlier when I was for this guy here. Where's the percussion? Where did it go? I don't know. Here, there you go. Ooh, sorry. I think the cello should go the same octave as the yes, much better, right? Much better. So the percussion, not much here, was just using Armageddon here, and then for the high percussion. And for the low ones, same guy. And then Titan Ensemble, super old library from Titan Ensemble, super old library. There you go. From Drums of War. There you go. See? And then finally, what else? Finally, yeah. Well, the Brahms, this Brahms guy. This is Keep Forest. Evolution. And for the downer, it is Audio Imperia. I forgot. Audio Imperia, I forgot is the name of the library. No. I did forget. This is from the old Dystopian dreams. Dystopian dreams. Yep, this guy. No. No. Oh yeah. Yeah. But it's an old one. I don't think if they don't sell it anymore, then it would be inside the legacy package that they have. So that's for percussion and hybrid stuff. Great. World of Warcraft vibes. Maybe we can remove the tremolos. Yeah. See, brought them up an octave. Are you? No, I'm not. Is too much. Hey Mark, how could you adjust different latency when you layering in contact instances? Then I don't. I just use libraries that are similar in that regard. Thank you for the great tutorials. Thanks. Do you use Choir track? Yeah, absolutely. Congrats. Do you have any video about modulation? I think it's hard change tonality. Maybe Marc, Jovani, cinematic, composing, dynamics. This one, maybe this one is helpful. So, Javier. Maybe this one. Yeah, it's a big bottle of water. Big fan of yours, thank you. Hello, greetings from Castellón. ¿Qué pasa? Do you use Zebra too? Yes, if so, do you use it? I use lots of the unfinished stuff. Where's my Zebra? Zebra. Let's just show everything. There you go. Oops. So, what was the question exactly? Oh yeah. So I use lots of the unfinished presets. So see, the unfinished Borealis, Continuum, Elysium. These are great. These are fantastic. And then I modify them, but very cinematic. Okay, running through this because I can hear my kids and I have to leave. Nucleus Light, a good starting point? Yes, fantastic. In Cubase 13, is it a good starting Iconica sketch library? Yes. Yes, I agree. Cubase 13 is a good starting Iconica sketch library integrated made by orchestral tools. Yes, Iconica is great. It's just yeah, it's great. I love it. And it's orchestral tools sounds. And this Iconica sketch it's a reduced version of Iconica. Which is even in Cubase elements, exactly. How do I come up with ideas for videos so consistently? I don't know. I always think that the ideas for videos are dumb. Some of them, like my ideas for the videos that we do, are dumb. Some of them work, some of them don't work. Do you mean like content ideas? Is that what you mean? Iconica sketch is really good, yes. For a beginner, the best cheapest solution, start composing Cubase 13. Absolutely, yes. I agree. Hello, which libraries do you suggest for sub-bomb typical sounds? Some of the Omnisphere sub-bombs and things like this. Like I think they are called boomers. And my to-go one, you've seen me using it over and over again, is the this guy here. Ya voy. Hola, ya voy. ¿Ya están? ya voy, cariño. Estoy en ello. I'm live right now. Yeah. No, nada. 2 minutes. Sub bomb. Boom. Sub bomb. This guy here. And what I do, so let's open it up here, which is the guy super old from Drums of War. And what this does is it hits this group here. And the trick is this guy here, low ender, without, with, without, with. So it adds all that good stuff. Oops. There you go. So 1 more minute and I'm gone. So just for the sub bomb, just agree. Yeah. Thanks for chiming in, you guys. And do you use Zebra 2? Yes. Thanks. Looking forward taking the course. You can you show some run techniques for us? What do you mean with run techniques? I can do this next day because now I'm running out of time. This is from Romania. One question. I have one question for you. What instruments do you usually use for percussion for layering purposes? I feel like my percussion is missing high end. So for orchestral percussion, I really like the Spitfire percussion. I'm using it for the longest time. It sounds great. It can be a tad wet, but generally just fine. If I need more, then I would go with Cineperc as my personal choice. What works for me. But timpani in Spitfire percussion is great. Spitfire, like the original, like the 2010 original Spitfire percussion, I think. Morning. Have you tried Berlin Studio Reverb? Nope. Sorry. Today he used a first gen of the damage. Yes, exactly. First gen, exactly. Damage or Spitfire. Roland Perk are amazing. Yep. Boom, 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 boom. Damage. Which movie score or personal work are you most proud of? Personal work. Hey, Film Score Live. By the way, I didn't respond one of your questions the other day about Ice Dope. Yes, it's great. And I'll see if I can find the video about mastering that you asked the other day and see if I can put it on the channel for you. But I did recently a movie that is called Killer Condo that went to Lifetime. And I did that one. I did the entire score myself. In that one I didn't collaborate with any composer, and it's mostly strings, and it's kind of like dark thriller and some horror. And the name was, I think it's Killer Condo. That's the name. Let me see if we can find it. I do lots of these movies. Killer Condo movie. Let me see. Killer Condo. Secrets in the Building is called now. Excuse me. Secrets in the Building. So there you go. If you want to watch it, I don't have the soundtrack. I didn't do a soundtrack release, but you may be able to find it in Lifetime or Amazon Prime or something like this. But I can show some of the tracks that I composed if you want in another one. Secrets in what? Secrets in the Building, right? I think it was called. Anyway, have to leave. So Secrets in the Building. There you go. Damage, hello. What type of a screen monitor stand? It's an old LG. I forgot the model, but I think it's 43 screen. They don't make it anymore, but you can find it used for less than $100 these days. Low latency, it works. Um, I'll put the model of the monitor later on after the chat. Huge thanks for the coupon, $99. Oh my gosh, I'm going to purchase it today. You should. This is thank you. This is a great course. Go ahead and get it now. It's amazing. Grab one of these coupons, and you can get this amazing discount for the iMac Composer course. iMac Composer. Now, iMac Composer. You see it's an infinite amount of content in music composition, how to compose music in different styles, and also there's a score analysis. It's great. And final questions. Using expression in combination with mod will generate a bigger dynamic, especially when you go from piano to fortissimo. Don't you think this distance is too much? For some libraries, it is. Like, for example, with Cinematic Studio Strings, it's a little bit too much sometimes because they do a great job with just modulation. But for most of libraries, this makes it a little bit more realistic and alive. And at the end of the day, we're just trying to mimic the real dynamics of a real orchestra. And this gets it a little bit closer. But depending on the library, you have to adjust. So yeah, to your point, it's a fair question. It depends on the library. Thanks so much for the coupon. Orchestral runs. Orchestral runs. But it's okay. We can do that in another class. Definitely, this is one of the hardest. But generally, what I try to do is use pre-built runs. But with obviously the pre-built runs, they sound better, but they have some limitations. So combining that with some like fast legatos type of library gets the trick. Can you elaborate what three musical layers are? How do I get the enough? What I would recommend to answer this question, but the three musical layers or the five musical layers are this one: direction, movement, background, and then we've got the enhancers and bass. And this is something that I came up with, so it's not like typical music theory. But in music, there's always something that creates direction, something that creates movement, something that creates background. Direction generally is the melody, takes from point A to point B. The movement is kind of like the ostinato, the moving forward element of the music, and background is kind of like the background glue. And then we've got the enhancers and bass. What I would recommend though is go find this video channel. Content videos. This one I develop on this topic, on this concept a little bit more. Build writer's blog and write fast, easiest method. This one, go, or you know what? I'll post it here. Three musical layers. Boom. All right, rock on. Thank you, Dog. What up? Thanks for joining. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thanks for giving me the chance to be in front of you. It's been amazing. Thanks for the great questions. Sorry for the ones that I couldn't answer. Have a fantastic day. Have a great, blessed week. And talk to you soon. Bye-bye. See ya.